Paul. Paul, you're a couple games in, already making history, being part of history tonight. How does it feel to be a part of this moment?
Um, I mean, it's great. It's great. For me, it's dream come true. Be able to do this at home in front of family, friends. Just so many faces out there that's rooting and pulling for me. Um, I'm happy. I'm happy where I'm at.
Hey, Paul, what's gone into your efficiency in these two games, especially with how long you've been out?
I got new shoulders. I mean, I can't say nothing else to that. I got new shoulders, and I haven't, they haven't been this healthy in a long time.
Paul, you off over here, right? You made the debut on Thursday, I believe it was, but take us through this morning. You woke up, you're home, gonna make your debut. Pre-game intros, first shot goes, and what goes into your head through that entire time?
The entire time of the game.
Well, leading up to the game and then through the game as you're
Oh,
going through.
I mean, it was a regular day. I didn't try not to put too much on it. I had one under my belt already, so that was a big day in New Orleans with me being nervous, getting on the floor. So today was a normal day. After shoot around, came home, played video games, played with my kids, and then just got ready for a game, as I would any other game. But just being out there, just I felt it that shoot around. That having that first game under my belt really did a lot for me from a confidence standpoint and just the way my body responded. I felt 10 times better than I felt going into New Orleans.
Doc said it looks like you've been playing in this offense for 5 years. Does it feel like that?
I try to pride myself on just being able to pick up and play in any system and just play basketball. Doc has all the credit to that. He's put me in great positions to be aggressive and be in attack mode. And then, it's a heck of a screener out there. Guys are shooting the ball lights out, spacing the floor. So it's allowing me to just play.
Paul, over here, you and Kawhi both, being from the LA area. What do you think this, and you guys teaming up, what do you think this means for, the youth in the city that get to grow up and see you guys play every day?
I think, it means a lot. Both of us aren't guys that were big, names coming up. We worked for where we're at right now. We put a lot of time, and we approach the game differently. We value playing on both ends. So I think in a big city like this, we got a lot of guys and hopefully a lot of kids that can look at just the way we approach this game and taking pride in being a lead on both ends.
Paul, you going back in the fourth quarter, was that more, Doc said it was more of cardio situation. Do you feel like you had to get more reps because of limited practices to kind of stay in shape and stay in that rhythm that you've carried in the last couple of games?
Yeah, definitely. I think I was up to about 16 minutes or something like that. It's I think I was supposed to play 28, but I took that one little spill and they took me out of there. But it's definitely just for conditioning, getting reps with the guys, because we haven't had a lot of practice time. So I'm honestly, this is in a way practice for me to just kind of get in tune with my guys and catch a rhythm out there with them.
Paul, in New Orleans, you said you felt your performance was terrible, kind of citing some of your defensive rust. How would you assess your performance tonight, and especially on the defensive end?
I'm going to still be critical. I think in 20 minutes I had a lot of errors, from defense to bad passes. I'm not going to play a perfect game, but I think in those moments that I did have turnovers, those got to come in different ways. Just a lot of, plays I wish I could take back. But, again, this is it's all fresh for me right now. So I'll live with it and get better with it.
Paul, I think it was a week ago after your first practice that Doc and even Pat Patterson, who knows your game so well, they kind of tempered expectations like, hey, this is a transition. Did you have any expectations that it would go this smoothly, or did you think, too, that this was going to be a little progress up might not have looked as easy as it has so far?
Yeah, I mean it's been a progress, but I think I've been playing like 3-on-3s, competitive 3-on-3s for the past month now. So it's no way is it a simulation to the NBA game, but a bit of it was me getting contact, a bit of it was me playing with defense on me, and catching rhythm that way. So it wasn't like it was my first rodeo just being thrown out there these past 2 games. I kind of had a rhythm, a bit of seeing the ball go in, but in terms of everything else, I still trying to wing it and learn it on the fly.
Hey, Paul, when you scored and got fouled and then you kind of said, I'm back, what did you need to see in your head as far as a test to kind of prove to yourself that you were indeed back? And also, you scored the most points in under 21 minutes in NBA history. I was wondering if you stayed in the game and this was like a regular game and you weren't coming off injuries, how much you think you could have scored tonight in the flow that you were in?
It could have been my first 50. That's just how I felt. But, I'm confident. I'm a confident player. It wasn't more so a confidence standpoint by me saying I'm back. It's just a statement standpoint. I'm just happy to be back to this game. Taking 10 games off was a bit too much for me. So just happy to be playing basketball again.
Paul, over here. 150 is an awful lot of points to score in an NBA game, and on top of that, you had one of your top players out. So what was it like tonight to see that kind of production?
Great. Us, given we had another 30, 40 points that didn't play tonight. It's great. I thought from the second the game started, our pace was off the charts, and we got everybody into rhythm early. We found one another. We moved the ball, and it just generated really, really great shots down the stretch each possession. And I think, it's the team that we can be, a team that just constantly have waves of guys coming out and, getting great looks on the basket. And I think that's really what we did tonight.
Paul, congrats on a great game.
Thank you.
Jerome took some credit for your play tonight. You're talking about those 3-on-3s that you guys were playing.
Yeah.
But I think you probably brought something out on him too. How kind of talk about those 3-on-3s that you guys were playing and kind of going up against a young guy like that.
Yeah, it's fun. Those young guys are competitive. They pushed me and brought the edge to those 3-on-3s. It's a learning experience that I took away from it as well. I'm not 22 and 23 like they are, so it was challenging to condition myself and play defense on those guys. But they're more than willing to learn, and for me it's about helping them get better and teaching them little tricks and nuances that I learned picking up in this league. So it was a good give and take from myself to them and vice versa. Any way I can help those guys, I am.
Paul, you mentioned that you had a lot of friends and family here.
Mm-hmm.
How many people did you have to get tickets for tonight, and sort of who was here, what that meant to you just as a kid who was from here and grew up rooting for the Clippers?
Yeah, all those days are over with. Me getting 20, 30 tickets, I just can't do it. It's too many people, too many games. But my parents were here, my sister, my girl. Over 5 to 10 of my guys I grew up with, and then I just saw family friends, my mom's friends. I saw, just people I grew up with back from Palmdale. There was just a lot of familiar faces in the crowd, and honestly, that's probably the biggest thing that I'm most happy about is I get to do that on a nightly basis.
Did you hear the 661 chants?
I didn't hear that. No, I didn't hear that. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I didn't hear that. Appreciate it.